it's Leah. Hi. It has been so long since I made the last video. I'm sorry about the long wait. COVID was rough, but we made it through okay. Now it's a nice sunny spring day out, and I thought I'd put on my nice new spring dress and make a new video. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. Glad that you're all viewing things again. What's been happening? Well, I've got a new wig. You have to let me know how you like it. New dress, very spring-like. Got it on sale during the winter. And I just got back a couple of weeks ago from the Keystone Conference up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This is my 4th conference. It was the 13th overall. And it was, as usual, wonderful. Had some interesting moments, though. They moved us to a new hotel downtown. They used to be in the Sheraton, which is on the outskirts of Harrisburg, but this is the Hilton right in the heart of the city. The interesting thing about this is that Harrisburg has a whole bunch of one-way streets, and of course, that gets a little confusing. Finding out where to park was also a little confusing. The hotel had a big parking garage attached to it in the back, and to get to it, you got to go through a kind of a tunnel underneath and wind your way around. It's 2 concentric circles, the parking lot. The outside one is where you park, and the inside one is how you get out. It's very interesting. Except the parking garage was quite a distance from the main entrance to the hotel through a labyrinth of tunnels and elevators. And so I got there early, actually about noon, and got my room right away, but it took me 4 trips to the car to get all my stuff in. So it was a bit of a haul. After I checked in, I had an appointment at a local store to get a new bra fitting, because I've never had a bra fitting before. And for all you girls out there who are not sure of you wearing the right size bra, I recommend you go find a local bra fitter and get yourself fitted. It was an interesting experience. Now, normally when I wear a bra and forms, I wear a pocket bra with my forms inside the pockets. But last year I saved up all my coin and bought a pair of Aphrodite adhesive, self-adhesive breast forms. And oh my God, they are so wonderful. I may do a separate video later on about them. There's plenty of videos out there on the Aphrodite forms. But they're very nice. They adhere to your chest naturally, and they're very, I'm wearing them now. So anyway, I wore to this bra fitting, and they tried on all sorts of bras and such, and they were having trouble finding a bra in my size. I take a 42C, and the only one that they could actually find was an underwire bra, but the underwire was about half an inch thick, big, huge plastic underneath. It was okay. It fit all right, and it looked all right, so I bought it, but I really did not too happy with it. But it just goes to show I can use my pocket bras with the Aphrodites, just don't put anything in the pockets, just like a regular bra, and it works very well. So on Wednesday, it was good. We checked in. Met a whole bunch of my girlfriends from the past, and we had chatted and had dinner and relaxed. Thursday was the actual start of the conference, and I was giving a presentation in the afternoon on foundation garments, on breast forms, on hip pads, gaffs, and the like, and it went pretty good. Attended a couple other ones on various aspects of cross-dressing. The nice thing about Keystone is it has something for everybody. It's a transgender conference, so it has a lot of medical discussions, it has psychological discussions on how to transition, but it also has a whole bunch of stuff for cross-dressers who just like to cross-dress, who don't want to transition, but want to find more tips and tricks. Thursday night was a big dinner night, but I didn't go out. I was pretty tired afterwards, so I just ate in my room, and then afterwards went down to the bar in the hotel and hung out with some friends. Friday was busy with a number of different interesting panels on wigs and clothing, and it was an interesting panel on how to wear scarves. Now you think a scarf is pretty simple, Leah. I mean, come on. Well, no, there's all sorts of different ways There's long, narrow scarves, there's square scarves, and each one can be used in different ways. So that was very interesting. And on Friday afternoon, I hosted a little meetup group for my online, the group I'm part of online called crossdresserheaven.com, crossdresserheaven.com. And we had about 40 girls there, and what was amazing was there's at least a half dozen significant others with their spouses coming to the meeting. It was very nice. We had a lot of fun. And Friday they had an excitement at the hotel. The elevators got jammed. Now the problem with all of us girls is we just jam in elevators. And the elevator on Thursday, actually, the overweight alarm went off several times. But I guess we attendees didn't learn because the elevator actually got stuck between floors. They had to call the fire department and pull people out. I was not in the elevator, thank God. But I was on the 10th floor, so I had to get to an activity. We're going to have bingo Friday night, which was fun. So I walked down and found out about us, all the fire department and the paramedics. It actually took 2 people to hospital for, they were claustrophobic and had a really bad time. But they all survived pretty well and were able to return to the conference. Friday night was bingo. That was always a lot of fun. And I actually won the grand prize, me and 3 other women. So the grand prize was an exclusive photo shoot with one of the photographers. So I just said, no, I don't need it. You girls could have it. But it was fun to realize that I won the grand prize too. And Saturday was a whole bunch of other interesting panels, one of which was how to walk in high heels. And I've been practicing. I'm doing pretty good. I wore these shoes one of the days at the conference. The other days I was in my black boots, which are very comfortable. But it was a lot of fun. And of course, Saturday night was the big gala. The dinner and a guest speaker. The guest speaker was a young girl named Kai Shapley. She's 12 years old, and she's a transgender girl. Now, she originally was from Texas, and she and her mother fought the Texas Supreme Court for the right for her to transition. Now, this is before all the current stuff had happened down there. In fact, I think she was probably the catalyst for some of the legislation that was afterwards. So she and her mother moved to Connecticut in order to be able to continue her transition, because otherwise Texas would have stopped the medication, the hormone blockers, the puberty blockers that she was on. But she was a pistol and a half. Oh my God. Such stage presence. Little diminutive blonde girl in this frilly dress, just talking about being yourself and going for it and being true to yourself. And she was cheerleading the group and just entertaining everybody. And afterwards, on Saturday night, was a dance by a group that comes every year. It's called Wicked Jezebel. It's from Virginia. And I had great fun with that, dancing and talking with my girlfriends. And I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, which I don't normally do. I'm a fairly early to bed girl. But other than that, it was just so much fun. And of course, then Sunday morning, I had to go back to drab old me to drive home and pack up. It's amazing how much junk you take when you want to go to one of these things. I had like 3 suitcases and 5 boxes of stuff, and it was, several other bags. I had got this wonderful push cart, though I used to truck it back and forth between the parking garage and my room. But it was wonderful, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I would say, if you have a conference like this anywhere near you, excuse me, go, enjoy, be part of it. I got to spend 5 days as Leah, and the nice thing about these Aphrodite breast forms, you can wear them 24/7. You can wear them in the shower, you can sleep in them, everything else. And so I was in a nightgown and my breast forms when I slept, so I was in girl mode pretty much the entire time. There's going to be a conference out in Washington State in next month in May. There's going to be one down in Atlanta in August, I think it is. Then there's one out on Provincetown, Mass, sometime in October. look it up. I mean, there's quite a few of them, and attend to them. I would also encourage you, if you're not part of the group, to check out crossdresserheaven.com. It's a wonderful site, very supportive girls, non-judgmental. They give tips and tricks. They let you talk about things, help work through issues like how to tell your spouse, how to tell your family, where to go safely when you want to go out dressed, things like that. So check it out. Oh my goodness, I just rattled on. I'm just so excited to be back here online again to have another video. The only downer in this whole Keystone Conference was, you may recall, if you check my channel out, earlier on, a couple of years ago, I did an interview with two ladies. One was Nola and one was Danny. Nola was the tall, gray-haired woman, and Danny was the shorter, dark-haired woman. Well, Danny unfortunately died last summer in August, not of COVID, but she had a stroke and died. And we were all extremely sad that she wasn't there at the conference, because she was the life of the conference, that's for sure. So we will all miss her, but we're going to try to carry on. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I will try to do some more videos on, maybe I'll talk about the breast forms and other such, because several of my friends have said, why aren't you putting out more videos, Leah? They were so interesting. So feel free to comment in below and see what you have to say. And as always, as I say to all you girls, be true to yourself. This is Leah saying, ta-ta for now.